Here we are with Xena. She's had a few training walks, so she's used to this transitional leash. But we're still working on those same 5 tools. I want my arm to be straight down, slightly behind me. You can see how my fingers are kind of behind me. Straight down. I want my leash short, but loose. As soon as she gets ahead of me, there should be tension on that leash, which means I need to use one of my 5 tools. So right now you can see I'm using the flick. You can see I want this nice loose leash. And we're just walking. Right now we're doing little to, oh sorry, I dropped the other end. Right now we're doing little to no distractions. I'm gonna lift up the weight of an apple until she puts her bum down. There we go, bum went down. So we have some friends leaving over here. So because she's barking this way, we're gonna turn around and we're gonna face the other way with our bum down. And we're gonna say, if you can't sit politely that way, you're gonna have to turn and sit politely this way. And you can just see I'm just keeping her head turned this way. There we go, now we're gonna start walking. So we're doing little to no distractions. There are obviously still distractions. We have the cars going and the dogs checking in and out. We have some workers over here. Nothing's ever going to be distraction free. But we're working with smaller distractions. Working with having that nice loose leash. So my hand is still slightly behind me, straight down. And practice another patient sit. So we have 5 tools. Anytime Xena creates pressure on that leash. You've been seeing a lot of the flicking. We have direction changes coupled with the flicking, where I just go and turn around. A lot like the direction change is a zigzag, and that's just where I zig, or I zag, or I zig, or I do a full direction change. So those are 2 more of our tools that we use. Another tool that we use is a rollback, where I just step backwards. Xena has to turn around and walk backwards, and then I walk back forwards again and she has to turn around again. That's a rollback. And then, like you've already seen, we have that patient sit where she has to put her bum down. Or I lift up the weight of an apple and we put our bum down. And we just practice it being calm, cool, and collected. I'm gonna keep this steady pressure on until she puts that bum down. As soon as that bum is down, that pressure is released. We have some chickens making noises over there. There's a flick. Flick. Do some zigzags. Get her focusing on me and not on her nose. So everything we're doing with Xena is going to be behavioral change. You're not going to hear me use any commands. I'm not command training. I'm not doing obedience here. I'm working on impulse control and helping Xena be able to make calm, cool, collected choices on her own without me always nagging her. Do some more zigzags. So you've seen the direction change. You've seen the zigzags. You've seen the rollback. You've seen the reset, and you've seen the flick. Oh, here she's throwing a little fit, so I just lifted up until she put her bum down. Now we're gonna start walking again. Every now and then, they just have like a little momentary lapse in judgment and they freak out. And so what we do is we just put them in that calm state by lifting up the weight of an apple until they put their bum down, to give them the time they need to rethink where they're at. And then as soon as they've sat for just a few seconds, we'll start walking again. It's just a chance for them to just exactly that, have a take a deep breath, right? As humans, we'll take a deep breath and we'll start over. Xena's gonna do 3 to 4 walks a day. And after the walks, we're gonna go to the bed, and that's what I'll show you in just a minute after I finish up this walk. But one really, really important thing that isn't just a tool for every time there's pressure on this leash, but is an important tool to use all the time, is that patient sit. I do it before we go through any door. They have to put their bum down and wait patiently. And then as soon as they get in the door, they have to put their bum down and wait patiently. And it's just working on being calm, cool, and collected. You'll do this multiple times on every walk, even when there's not pressure on the leash. So when there's pressure on the leash, you're gonna use one of the 5 tools. Even when there's not pressure on the leash, you're gonna practice this. Oh, here comes a cat. I want Xena to learn how to chill here when there's a cat. When I'm checking the mail, oh, there's another cat. When I'm checking the mail, when I'm talking to a neighbor, whenever there's another dog, whatever that is. But she won't be able to learn how to be patient if we don't help her get there, right? She's got to learn and practice just doing this. Oh, this is Rooster. So I'm lifting up the weight of an apple. She's got to keep her bum down. She can smell the cat if she wants, but she can't get her bum up off the ground. Beautiful.